Hi everyone, my name is Kathleen Cruz and I teach both on-campus only and online only courses here at Kansas State University and with the College of Health and Human Sciences in the Department of Food, Nutrition, Dietetics, and Health. The Global Campus instructional designers asked some of us professors and instructors to prepare short videos on how we approach online teaching. In my video, I'm going to focus mostly on how I just communicate with my online-only students. I do this through our course management system, Canvas, Zoom, and an audience response system. I'm going to start by showing you my basic nutrition course website in Canvas to show you how I use its functions to communicate. On my course homepage is a link to a weekly task list, and you don't have to use fancy pictures like this, you can just link it. This lets students know exactly what they need to have done each week. And I take this task list, in fact, I just copy and paste it, and I create it every Sunday, and I copy and paste it into a weekly announcement that I also send out on Sunday at the beginning of each week. I include the task list, but I also include my office hours, which obviously will be virtual, and then things like student resources and just links to other important content in the course. I also have a course Q&A / message board. If you do start one of these and don't have one already, just send a reminder to your students that they need to subscribe in order to get the posts. Plus, remind them that they're going to need to adjust their notifications in their Canvas account to make sure they get an email each time somebody posts. I encourage students to use this for common questions. In fact, if I get a really good question from a student, I will copy and paste that student's email with their identifiers removed, of course, into that message board. And then I will email that student back with the message board link and letting them know that I found their question so useful that I thought I would share it in my response with everyone. In fact, many students, especially since you don't identify them, I really appreciate that they asked a really good question. I like to use a lot of videos to show my online students how to complete assignments or even just how to navigate the course, which I would recommend if you significantly change your Canvas site over the next couple weeks. For example, this assignment requires students to take an online survey, so I walk them through those steps in using a video. You honestly don't need any fancy equipment in order to be able to do this. I regularly use Zoom webinars to record myself, and the share screen makes that really nice. You can upload your videos into MediaSite, which is a Kansas State University affiliate, or as an unlisted video in YouTube. That's my preferred method for most content, is to use unlisted videos in YouTube. Unlisted means that they're not searchable through the search engine, but as long as you share the link with your students, they can access that video. In MediaSite, you can actually edit your videos if needed. I've purchased Camtasia, which is video editing software, since I do a lot of video content, but you can definitely get away with just MediaSite, or if you have any iOS device, you can use iMovie, which is a bit more sophisticated than MediaSite. I use Zoom webinars to host live Q&A sessions with online-only students. We also will host exam reviews and even live sessions on how to complete an assignment. I always record and then post those sessions in our course message board. So ahead of time, I will warn students that I will be recording the video, and if they don't want to have their faces shown, that they need to just block their video. For anything that involves me recording a student, however, I always use MediaSite since that requires an EID to access. It's not basically public in the same way that YouTube is. Finally, I use an online tool called Nearpod. It's an audience response system that I use to create self-paced lessons that students can go through in order to learn how to apply the content. And I embed them directly into Canvas. Now, you of course don't have to use Nearpod specifically. It is going to require a subscription on the part of the instructor if you want to access the fancier components. But you can use any online learning tool that works for you. Again, I embed those resources directly into Canvas for students to access, so it's sort of a one-stop shop for them. You can also use a tool like Nearpod or even Top Hat during a live Zoom webinar. Especially helpful if you are going to maintain normal class times and lecture via a distance format rather than in person. And this is just one more thing to help keep your students engaged. If you have any questions about how to use all this stuff, please make use of our global campus instructional designers, the IT help desk. Of course, I use them all the time, and any colleagues who teach online a lot. If you liked anything that you saw here on my course website and would like more information about it or help setting it up, please email me at khaascruz@ksu.edu if you'd like to learn more about something specific from my courses. Well, I hope this was helpful. I hope everyone stays safe and well, and take care, and go Cats.